What I noticed and what life has shown me so many times is that when I don't listen to my inner self, when I don't listen to my intuition, when I go against myself, I always end up in situations where I feel just like less of me, only because like I naturally knew the alternative was better for me. The little voice in my head that's saying that person's no good, or this situation's not right, or go the other way, it always is right. But for whatever reason, I don't want to blame it on society alone, but maybe just like doubt and the lack of self-awareness, it just causes you to just do what you know is not right for you. I don't know if you can relate to me on that, but if you can, I want to talk about some ways we can unlock that clarity within ourselves. And these aren't just practices that we can do. These are ways to unlock creativity. These are ways to unlock holistic wellness, which is super important. And these are ways to unlock self-awareness so that we can, go about life in a better, more intuitive manner, so we don't get ourselves into situations that we don't need to be in. Anyways, let's get into it. Number one, a mindful self-reflection. Not everyone knows how to meditate, and if you don't know how to do it, you'll get there. Maybe you wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when everybody else is sleeping, and just that silence that you hear, that just meditative aura that's surrounding you, I need you to bask in it. I need you to take that moment just to clear your mind and really be one with your thoughts. Don't think about the worries of today. Don't think about what you got to do when 9 o'clock hits. Don't think about the transportation from your house to the train to your job. Don't think about that. Just embrace the now and really use that moment to set the tone for your day. Waking up mindfully and having a mindful self-reflection is just you just focusing on yourself and what you need for the day, what you need to go about the day in a fruitful manner. You might come into contact with things that are annoying. You might have some problems that you got to deal with later on in the day, but in this very moment, at 5 o'clock in the morning, at 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock if you got to wake up that early, it's all about you, and it's all about you pouring into yourself and just meditating on what you need. In that silence, you're able to hear like, okay, Katrina needs a moment of peace. Katrina just needs some grace right now. I'm feeling overwhelmed from yesterday, and I know I shouldn't be bringing that into today, but while I'm up and everybody's sleeping at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna pour love into myself. I'm gonna give myself grace to just feel not the best or feel frazzled in a way. But once I get up and I start my day, I'm leaving that behind. I already gave myself grace. I already gave myself the ease that I need. But when I go about my day, I need to have a better outlook. I need to take it on with a more positive mindset, because you did the work, you did the self-reflection in the morning, and when you go about your day, it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to be healthier. So mindful self-reflection is just a moment to meditate on what you need, meditate on yourself, your thoughts, and just helping you gain a positive mindset so that you can go about your day in the best way possible. So the second way you can gain clarity within yourself is by having holistic health practices. Maybe you have a tea regimen. Your body is lacking vitamin C or vitamin D, and you're drinking a certain tea that provides those nutrients back into yourself. Or let's say your body's super tight, you're feeling tension all over, and you need to do yoga to like give yourself that clarity. The way you stretch and are mobile physically, your mind and your mental is going to thank you, because it's all correlated. Once your body is feeling good, your mind is feeling good. It's directly correlated. When I started going to the gym religiously, it's so crazy how my mind started shifting to being more positive, more optimistic. It's directly correlated. So maybe you're drinking tea, maybe you're going to yoga, maybe you're being physical in some way. I just want to mention really quickly, yes, you're trying to transform, and a lot of this stems from the internal, but I want you to give yourself grace when it comes to like having a fitness routine or implementing tea, as simple as that may be, or doing things with your mental, because you haven't been doing it, and everything starts with consistency. So maybe you miss some days, maybe you don't do it as often as you like. As long as you're making an intention to do it and you put yourself to the fire, or you take responsibility for not being as consistent as you like, and you're making the changes to start implementing it more and more, that's all you need. No one is telling you to do these things every day like you're in the freaking army. This is for your clarity. This is for your creativity, for your holistic wellness. So the third way to gain clarity is by having creative outlets of expression. So this means maybe like art or painting or crafts or creating content in some way. It's just ways to express your inner thoughts. For me, a lot of times I can't vocalize what I mean, and even doing these videos are sometimes like not even a chore, but it's kind of hard. Like I literally have to have notes in front of me, and I literally have to like really flesh out my thoughts ahead of time, because I don't know what it is. I have so many ideas and so many like good gems, but to vocalize it, it's like really a challenge. So sometimes I have creative outlets like writing poetry or drawing or crafting or just doing like visual content alone that doesn't have audio, because I feel like my way of expressing myself is more metaphoric instead of like literally words coming out my mouth verbatim. But for you, if you need some clarity and your strengths are, you know, speaking and expressing yourself that way, I certainly definitely recommend it. That's why I think everyone should practically have a YouTube channel, and not even a YouTube channel, just like a means to create. It doesn't even have to be this per se, but I just feel like it's a nice stepping stone to whatever avenue that you figure out is best for you. We may not have all the art supplies that we need to create maybe a vase or some music or whatever the case, but we do have a phone and we do have access to YouTube. Start there. And it doesn't have to be a specific way. You don't have to be teaching anyone anything. It could be like a visual diary. It could just be a way of you expressing your thoughts for the day. It's whatever the case may be, you have to have an outlet. A lot of us still go to work. A lot of us still have problems on a day-to-day basis. So how are you expressing yourself? How are you releasing that pent-up aggression or that pent-up animosity towards things, or that pent-up, you know, sadness? How are you expressing it? A lot of times you're not expressing it, and it's getting pent up and being pushed out in ways that are not healthy. So having that creative outlet of expression is just so crucial. So the fourth way you can gain clarity is by being immersed with nature and having a connection with nature. A lot of us live in city areas where there's not a lot of greenery, but we can get plants. We can just go outside and touch grass. I know a lot of people make little funny statements about like, we need to get offline and just go and touch grass, but no, we literally have to get offline and touch grass. Like, it's crucial. And if you know anything about grounding, where your body is just like your feet are literally touching the dirt and the grass, and you're becoming one with the earth, that's a whole other topic for another day. But even being as connected like that, you're feeling like an instant. It's something about us. I truly believe that we are a part of the earth. We are the earth. We are symbolic. The earth is us and we are the earth. And to be so connected like that again, with our feet literally touching the ground, the plants, we're just merging back to what we always were. Nature can teach us a lot. I feel like trees aren't trying to be flowers. Flowers aren't trying to be bushes. Bushes aren't trying to be the water. Bodies of water aren't trying to be the fish in this. Like they all are in their own lanes, and they all are beautiful in their own ways. And I feel like if we can embody that and just be one with who we naturally are, we'll gain a lot of clarity. I'm not trying to be the next person. The next person isn't trying to be me. We are going to learn from each other. We're going to gain ideas from each other. But in our natural essence, there's only one of me and there's only one of you. And that's like the most amazing thing. We are very similar, of course. But once you gain that clarity of knowing like, I'm me, right? And there's no one else like me. And there's no one else that's going to think like me. And that's my secret power, then I feel like we will go about life in such a more confident, like positive, calm way. I don't know if it's society or what, but we're always trying to be like each other. We're always trying to have like group think. We're always, and I get it. We want to be in community. We want to have similarities. We want to, foster relationships, and that's a way of doing it, finding the similarities. But there comes a point where we have to just realize, like, as much as we have so many similarities, I'm me and you're you. And that's the beautiful thing about it. I'm a rose and you're a tulip. We are beautiful flowers, but we are not the same. Beautiful, you're an amazing tulip. Beautiful, I'm an amazing rose. Why can't we just exist in that like understanding? We are one, but at the same time we're not. And I feel like understanding that a bit more gives a sense of clarity and understanding. So when we go about life, we may not be able to like create relationships with everybody, but that's okay. There's a clarity and understanding. Those people that are for me will gravitate towards me. The things that are for me will gravitate towards me. Everything that is for me will gravitate towards me, and I don't have to do too much, like, because it's just what I mean. Jobs Mike. And the last thing that I think will give a lot of mental clarity is by having wellness rituals. And I don't even want to write the word ritual because I know there's a stigma against the word ritual. It gets a little weird, but a ritual is basically a routine of doing things. And in this case, a wellness ritual will be like taking a soothing bath. I just told you guys in one of my last videos that I have a bath now, so I've been doing that so often. I put little natural herbs and clays in my baths just to like love on my body. And because our skin is our biggest organ, my body is just soaking up all those natural nutrients, and it's just another way to gain clarity. Nobody's asking anything of me. I don't have anything to do. I'm just relaxing and being one with my thoughts. It may not be baths, it may be just breathing or your skincare in the morning or just taking moments throughout the day to have some sort of stillness. And like I said, all of these lead up to self-awareness, creativity, holistic wellness. Not only does it give you clarity, but it gives you clarity to go towards those things. And that's what we're trying to have within our lives. That's what we're trying to implement into our lives. Because when we have those things, our lives are so much more fruitful. We can go about life in a much more positive way. And nothing but good things come from being positive, having clarity, and just having an understanding within ourselves. So when we have situations where things are trying to throw us off track or trying to hit us with a curveball, we can have that intuition within ourselves, that clarity, that understanding. We can hear and listen to what our body needs because we have things implemented into our daily life that when those curveballs come, no babes, I already know myself too well for it to like throw me off the path. And that's all we want. We just want to be able to navigate life in a healthier way so we can avoid certain situations. Even though there's no such thing as a bad situation, everything is helping us get to where we need to be or guide us on the path that we need to get on. But certain things, certain traumatic things especially, does not need to happen if we can listen to our body and really have that clarity to stay on the right track. So I hope these 5 things were really helpful to you understanding how to gain clarity so that you can create, have self-awareness, and have holistic wellness within your life. Also, I want to hear from you. Give me some tips on how you gain clarity to go about life in a more intuitive, positive manner on a day-to-day basis. Let me know. Bye.